This is actually quite a bit quieter. Hey guys, thanks for tuning to the Bullet Points, where we get to review all sorts of outdoor gear and the latest, greatest firearms accessories. A while back, we sat down with Jake from OSS, and we'll put a link to it up here in the top box here. We talked to OSS about their flow-through technology and what makes their suppressors different than others that are on the market. They don't do a typical baffle stack. They have what's called flow-through technology, which looks a bit like a turbine of an engine, goes back and forth and then pushes gas out the front. Primarily been known as a rifle suppressor company. They did release their Rad 22, which is a great little 22 suppressor. Joining the pistol market, OSS has come out with the Rad 9, which I have here, and the Rad 45. Both of these are really cool suppressors because they leverage somewhat of the flow-through technology, but because they're inherently relying on a pistol for back pressure to cycle the weapon, they can't have everything go out the front. So it's kind of like that balance of pushing enough gases out the front to not get muzzle blast in your face or gas blast in your face, dampening your recoil a little bit, but also having enough cycling action to chamber your next round. So as we pull off this end cap and look at the baffles, you can see this is that flow through that we were talking about. So gases actually go in here, come back through kind of in this spiral pattern, and then go back out the front of the end cap. OSS has, this thing is pretty new. I'm very excited to get my hands on it. Another cool thing about it is it's modular. So if we unscrew the end cap here, you can disassemble this extra 2.5 inch or so piece, keeping all your baffles in here. So this is kind of their K configuration, and then what we would call the full configuration here. And then you just drop your end cap on whichever one you're going to use. Another couple of things that are neat about this, it's pretty idiot proof when you put it together. There's no really way you have to line up the baffles or anything. They do just kind of stack one on top of another. As long as you have the end one at the end and the front one at the front, you're good to go. Titanium where it matters. Your baffles are 17A, and your front end is aluminum to help cut down on that weight. And then as you can see there on the very end, there's a couple of little ports or vents, and that is what allows excess gas to exit the suppressor, allowing for that gas to expand at its natural rate rather than fire back into the gun and, you know, give you extra back pressure. So we're going to run this on a little Glock 17 or Glock 19 I think we've got out here today. Pop a couple rounds through it in both configurations and tell you guys what we think. All right, we've got a Glock 19 here with the Rad 9 with standard velocity ammo. Dude, I ran it like a dream. Spicy. It's a little warm. So that's the K configuration. Pretty quiet. I mean, for its size, this is totally manageable. If I was running a pistol with a suppressor, or maybe like a MP5 or pistol caliber carbine where length really mattered, I would not be mad at all to go in this configuration. Okay, OSS Rad 9 in the full configuration. Dude, this is actually quite a bit quieter than in the short configuration. You know, having the extra 4 or 5 baffles in there definitely helps, and it doesn't add a whole lot of weight because you've got your aluminum front end here. So as you guys can see, we've put quite a few rounds through these because they're freaking dirty. But a couple things to mention is as these baffles come apart, you can see that there's really no difference between one versus the other. So you don't have to worry about putting them in a certain order or anything like that. You just kind of line them up and they're good to go. As long as this is your end piece here, which is flat, no grooving or jet turbining. Here's the second set. Again, fairly idiot-proof. As long as you put the smooth one all the way to the front, you're good to go. Also, to pull these apart, they're pretty easy to just break like that. But in case they do get super gunked up, there's actually a flat spot that you can fit a flathead screwdriver in and pry up and pull that off. So if you're running, you know, a lot of loads or dirty ammo or whatever, that's kind of a nice feature. Also, as suppressors tend to run pretty freaking dirty and get super hot, I've had many of them stick to, you know, internal parts stick together. I've had them get stuck on threads of guns, whatnot. So OSS did something absolutely freaking brilliant here, and I don't know why more people don't do this, but they put wrench flats on basically every freaking surface. So you've got flats around the end cap, so it's not going to get stuck in here. You've got flats around the forward piece. You've got flats around here, here, and the mounting itself. Awesome, awesome. I don't understand why more people don't do that, and hopefully they start to. But stupid easy to configure. Plug that guy in. Plug that one in. Drop those in and pop your end cap on. Complete assembly and disassembly in a couple of seconds. Very cool design. So guys, the OSS Rad 9 also comes in a larger configuration, the Rad 45, obviously 45 caliber. But I think this is a badass little suppressor, man. OSS did a really good job keeping their flow-through technology that typically is reserved for rifle suppressors and putting it into something that can be used on a pistol. Still allows enough blowback for operation of the pistol, but doesn't put too much back to where you're catching dust in your eye from the ejection port, nor are you getting a whole lot of muzzle climb because of gases following the bullet out. So OSS did a really good job kind of blending the two of those and kind of marrying up the best of both worlds. This is a cool little suppressor. Again, just ran it on a Glock 19 today. I would love to put this thing on an MP5 in both configurations, maybe run it on some pistol caliber carbine ARs or something. But this thing is pretty badass. I really enjoyed it. Didn't get a chance to shoot the 45. I didn't bring a 45 out today, but did want to let you guys know that they do have it. So cruise over to silencershop.com. Big thank you to them for loaning these out to us today. And great job OSS on always innovating.